The end of this chapter literally had me jumping for joy, but before I talk about the end, I gotta start at the beginning and make my way there. So this chapter opens up with Weiss being upset that Rebecca's ether gear is basically copying one of Arsenal's main abilities, speed. And while this whole interaction and argument is funny, I don't really understand what Weiss wants Rebecca to do. Like, does he just want her to stop using her ether gear in its entirety, just because they both have speed? Granted, she has been doing pretty well without an ether gear up to this point, but now that she has it, it would be a complete and total waste if she just never used it again, because she's kind of copying Arsenal's powers. And at the end of the day, she's not even copying it, even though they don't know this, because her ether gear isn't about speed, it's about time. Anyways, Shiki then decides that in order to put this to rest, they should all just race. Shiki wasn't even involved in the argument, but he just wants to race because it'll be fun, and so does Pino because she surprisingly joins in as well. The chapter then cuts to Hammera and Witch talking about the responsibilities of the 4 shining stars. They then talk about what Witch intends to do in order to get past Dragonfall. There are tons of weapons that they can now use since Hammera is taking over Valkyrie's position as the Sword of Eden's, and those weapons are starfighters, cannons, night gear, and Eden Zero's most highly classified secret, code 3173 Etherion, which explains that in order to unlock Etherion, all 4 shining stars are needed. Hammera asks what Etherion is, and Witch is about to tell her, but before she does that, Witch tells Hammera that she cannot disclose any of this information to the current Demon King, Lady Rebecca, or anybody else outside of the Shining Stars. Hammera then decides that she doesn't want to know what Etherion is because she's really bad at keeping secrets, and Witch says that that's okay, she will tell Hammera what Etherion is when it comes time to use it. This Etherion thing is so interesting to me because of 2 reasons. The first being I want to know what it does, and the second is because I want to know why Shiki isn't preview to this information. Because Ziggy created the 4 shining stars, so he probably knew what Etherion did. And if that's the case, then I don't understand why his grandson isn't able to know what Etherion is. Maybe Etherion was created to deal with Shiki, but that doesn't make any sense because it's supposed to be used in order to fight the dragons at Dragonfall. So again, I just don't understand why Shiki can't learn what Etherion is. I don't know, I'm going in circles here, so time to move on to the next thing. Rebecca starts taking a bath and reflects on the fact that Pino just won the race because of her EMP. Rebecca then falls asleep and we get to see the quote-unquote dream that she is having, but we all know what this really is. It is a look into the future. Well, I don't want to say the future, it's more like a possible future, I feel. Nevertheless, it's not a dream, it's a future. And in this future, we get a super serious Shiki battling against these weird robot type things. Also in this future, thanks to Shiki, we learn that Happy is dead. And this is so devastating and shocking to Rebecca that it wakes her up from that future. Now this is all mysterious and intriguing and I'm sure it's gonna lead somewhere, but it's time to stop talking about that and instead talk about what I've wanted to since I opened up this video. So while Rebecca was sleeping, the rest of the Eden Zero crew realized that that giant warship that they gave the slip like a chapter ago has returned to be back on their tail. So Shiki decides to bring Weiss and Hammera and infiltrate the giant warship. Now, they're only there to collect information, but Hermit says depending on the reason that they're being followed, they may have to take out the leader. Bro, it is finally happening. Shiki is about to come face to face with Drakken Joe. I have been waiting for this moment for so long. I mean, I knew that Shiki and Drakken Joe were gonna meet in this new arc, but I never thought that their meeting would be so soon. I thought it was at least like 10-15 chapters off, but no, they're gonna meet in like the next chapter, or chapter 71 or 72. I cannot wait for Drakken Joe to just absolutely destroy this man. I can't wait for it. Actually, Drake and Joe might not even throw hands with Shiki. He'll probably leave it up to his lackeys. And I'm thinking they will most definitely be able to handle Shiki, Weiss, and Hammera. But then it would be up to Captain Connor, the Shining Stars, and Rebecca. Speaking of the Shining Stars, though, it's kinda really dumb that they let Hammera go on this mission, considering the fact that she still needs to become a Shining Star. Unless she already is one, which I don't think she is. Because I don't think you can just say that you're gonna be a Shining Star and then you are one. I think there's like some sort of process. There has to be. Anyways, thank you all very much for watching. I hope that you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody. Also, shout out to Eden Zero for making it to chapter 69.